Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They'll go to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Now on the option. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. That's a great way to set the tone. You get the lead, and you get a nice bounce.
And you know, Reese, you're getting the breaks early. Offense got the break, the tip right there, but those breaks tend to even out throughout a game. But so far, this offense has executed well, and they have the lead.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Now the toss. He's going for the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Caught behind the line. It's Wallace. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Fuller.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That's caught. It's Hobbs. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On target over the middle. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Tight end now in motion. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. At the 5.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was oh so close to breaking that return. Sticks it in his belt. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Wallace. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hobbs. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle, it's Fuller. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 79 yards on the drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Tyson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the right. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Strickland. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Williamson. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Strickland. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's open on the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williamson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Offense facing fourth down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Hobbs.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it in the middle. It's Fuller. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Past the first down marker and still running. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Send the tight end in motion. Got it in the middle. It's Fuller. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Fuller. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 48. A pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fuller. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Gives it on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 2nd down coming up. And off to Jones. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williamson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On the option. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And here comes the punt team. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Finds the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Oh, sweet feet. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And they're in for a touchdown.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So it's an 80-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pulls it in, it's Gregory. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the 1st. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. "90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Brought down on the play at the 19-yard line. 2nd down coming up.